Morning, lovely viewer. Well, I tried to do a video a few nights ago when I come out here to show you this front lane bit, but there is a road diversion in place at the moment, and there is a lot of traffic going past currently. So I ended up aborting that video because of the road traffic noise. But I'm going to go for it quickly now because there is another rainstorm coming in. The road diversion is still in place, so I might have to edit this video down. But I have to start off by saying that this is Rose Sweet Honey. And I done a video a few days ago of this rose, and I said its roses were about 95% there. And I have to take that aspect of it back, because these roses that are coming through here now, for me, they are absolutely beautiful. Maybe those first roses that come through was a little bit stuck or something, but these roses, I cannot deny their beauty. But it doesn't take away what I said. I still find the Cottage roses overall just that little bit more Germanic, just that little bit more reliable than my David Austin roses, at maybe the expense of just a tiny bit of character. I do believe that that is the case. Now there's many roses here, they need deadheading, but they've still got their beauty there, so I'm holding on. But Rose Sweet Honey, I had to do a quick video, an explanation of that. Rose Queen of Sweden, a favourite rose in my garden last year. I don't want to spend too much time out here, but you can see it, absolutely beautiful. This is a new addition for this year, Champagne Moment, another Cottage rose. There's no fragrance from this one, sadly, but it has got stamens, and it's an award-winning rose. And for a baby, she is doing very well. That's a baby as well. I only planted this in the winter, and Sweet Honey is shooting up. I think this is going to be quite windy, this video as well, which will be annoying. Another Olivia Rose Austin. And this here is Roseboscobel. This is going to be its third summer, this one. And this was another Rose of the Year winner in my garden. Nothing official, obviously, but a really attractive fragrance, I would describe this one as. Roseboscobel, absolutely beautiful, beautiful flowers. And this is another new addition as well, Bliss Perfumer, planted in the winter. Small, not much growth from it, but she's doing okay. But here we have Rose Sweet Honey again. I think it's I think the explanation that I gave for these roses, it's similar. I often see roses from the American YouTubers, and they talk about a knockout rose. And knockout roses are something that I'm not that familiar with. But you see the American YouTubers, and they'll be talking about their David Austin roses or their Cottage roses. And then they'll kind of, they half mention something that's growing in the corner. And they mention, you know, a knockout roses over there, and they don't seem to get as much airtime. But to me, as a viewer, they always seem to look fantastic. Now, maybe that is just a perception that I have. Maybe they're just cheap over there. I don't know, or maybe they're so popular. But maybe there isn't that sort of it feels, at least through a phone screen, it feels they don't seem to get as much attention, which I don't know why, but maybe that's just a perception that I have. They always seem to do so well. And maybe it's the same in this country. You have people they're David Austin through and through. They are David Austin through and through, and they won't look anywhere else. This is Rose Eustacia Vi. Lovely fragrance. Lovely fragrance. We need a good deadhead here as well. This is the first time I've been out here this morning. But I did go out the back, and I have to say that this is Rose Gabriel Oak. I am having an off day with rose fragrance. See, even Gabriel Oak today, I'm only getting a small amount of fragrance from her. This is the first rose that's come through. Yeah, I seem to get that. I seem to get that. Is it me? Do the same roses give different fragrance on different days? Right, come on. Come on, Elizabeth, don't let me down. I think the weather plays a part. I think the weather plays a part. But I'm certainly, I'm only getting light fragrance from her today. The same rose on different days. Right, this here is Earth Angel. I can't remember the English name, but we are going to go. See, I don't believe that has got light fragrance, because I've seen it so many times on YouTube describing this powerful fragrance, and I'm just not getting it today. Maybe it's my nose, but it is something I have seen several times. I've experienced several times. And this here is Fruity Perfumer, just starting to come through. I'm not sure if that's possible, but fragrance is such a minefield. Such a minefield, I think. Right, this rose here, I want to talk about this rose here just quickly. This is Rose Snow Princess. I planted it last year as a mature sort of rose. It cost me a lot of money, but it was up to here. It's got more growth to go. But when it first flowered, I have to say that its roses, its flowers, there was a definitive sort of pink centre, and I wasn't sure if it was actually Rose New Dawn. So I emailed the owner. I sent her some photographs and I asked her a question, you know, is it really Snow Princess, or could it perhaps have been a mistake? And I didn't get a reply from her, and I must have left it a good 6 or 7 days. So I emailed the company and they didn't get back to me either, and that is disappointing when you spend a lot of money on a rose and they don't get back to you. It's disappointing even if you don't spend a lot of money. So I was a little disappointed with that, but the actual rose itself is doing fantastic. Floribunda climber, and there's growth left in it. And you can see there Paul's Himalayan Musk, David Austin rose, that is doing fantastic. That's a once flower. That is really doing well. In fact, let me open this gate. I mean, there's a gazillion buds still waiting to come through. And this is a rose. It has, I've found, for me, when in abundance, you really do get a fragrance from that climber. An absolute beast. Right, this was only meant to be that front, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself when I start filming and I start going around looking at these roses. I can't help but be drawn in. You know what this is? This is Lady of Shallot. Planted this year, and the roses, the flowers, look, they're just, it's nothing that I'm doing this year, I'm sure, but for some reason I'm seeing some huge flowers this year, and I am going to get drawn in by Gertrude. Where is she? There, look at that. See, I'm getting fragrance today from Gertrude, never reliable, but I think an off day for the fragrance and the beauty. I don't want to be in a reflection there. So pleased with Gertrude this year, but I know that in a month or two she is going to start to drop her leaves, but for me that's not going to matter. That really isn't going to matter, because she has done fantastically well this year. It's just taken a little bit of time. It's just taken a little bit of time for her to start to stretch her legs, 2 or 3 years to really find her feet. But there she is there, look. Beautiful. And the beautiful thing about Gertrude is growing her across the bottom of a window. The laterals that come up, they don't come up so tall, like 3 foot, 4 foot, so you can't open the windows. I've had that before. You know, when you have something growing up, say to here, that's it. You have the rose, or you open the window. You can't have both. Beautiful, beautiful. 10 minutes. Oh, look at that! Look at that shot of the Lark Ascending. That has got much promise this year. That's going to put on a bit of a show, I think. None of my timeless collection are in flower yet, but that's coming. It's taking its time. This here is the other thing that I wanted to talk about. This here is Kifsgate, and through no fault of its own, I might be replacing it when I go to the David Austin place this week, and that is through no fault of its own. The actual rose itself has done fantastic, and it's done it without any direct sun, pretty much. A tiny amount of direct sun, and certainly the stuff up here that's growing up here gets no sun at all. But the problem that I'm having with this rose, and the reason why I'm thinking of chopping it in, is actually this tree. It keeps destroying the fresh growth as it comes through. See, that's completely dead. That needs cutting off. The fresh growth that it's putting out, the wind blows, and these leaves here, this foliage, it just snags on the new growth and destroys it. And that is a shame, because it's no fault of its own, and there's some buds that are starting to come through, but it is a once only flower. So what I'm thinking of doing is just getting a short climber here, maybe go up to this point here beneath the foliage, something with a nice scent. This is a scented rose, but it is only once flowering, and certainly all the roses up here, they just get destroyed when the wind blows. That's it. That's the roses over. Oh, and you know what? While I'm here, I'm just going to talk about this quickly. This little bit here is a lovely bit of my garden. You see this here? It's all broken up. It's all broken up, but it's I do like it. It's higgledy-piggledy. That's how I'll describe it. I'm not even sure if that is a word in the English language, but the English people, they will understand what I mean. And I've seen several videos on garden design and trying to replicate, you know, that English cottage sort of thing. And I think higgledy-piggledy, topsy-turvy, imperfect is a word that isn't used enough, because it adds character. It does get that bit of character. London Potager, if you've seen her garden, she lives in the middle of London, got a tiny garden that she has transformed, a mystical sort of feel to it. And yeah, she didn't get that through using a spirit level or a tape measure. But this bit here, I love it. And you've got this here. Beautiful. It's a really sort of nice part of my garden that I enjoy. Now, next year, I'm going to smash all this concrete up, and I'm going to get the edge brick going up here to hopefully give it some character. It won't be perfect, it won't be precise, but I'm gonna give that a go. And these things, they do come with time. You know, this is, I don't know how old this is, but it's old. You've got the tree roots there, probably giving it a little undulation. I'm not sure what that's going to come out like on video, but it certainly is a little area that I like. But where can I leave you? Have I got a thumbnail as yet? I'm going to leave you with a thumbnail. These roses, I can't walk past them. I can't walk past them without stopping. But look, that rain is coming. It looks nice now in the sunlight, but we do get a fair amount of our rain here. I've just noticed as well. In fact, I can't do it. Can't walk away from a rose, especially when it's first started to open. This is Rose Leonardo da Vinci. Now I did do a video. I left it up for about a day. If you saw it, then you saw it. If you didn't, then sadly you didn't. But if you did see it, then you will know why. I'm gonna call this rose Llama. I'm not getting any fragrance from it. I don't think it is a fragrant rose, but its flowers are, they are beautiful. They certainly are beautiful. Rose Leonardo da Vinci. And I think that that is going to be a very strong flower. Beautiful. Right, lovely viewer. I hope you have a lovely day.